Well, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for coming and joining us here. We're excited to have you here for this special welcome. So I appreciate you taking time from your day, and it feels a little bit like we were just here. Like we were just here in this very spot, announcing the fact that we were going to add an 18th sport, and that it would be women's flag football. And I look back today to see when that was, December 3rd. So exactly 2 months ago, we were here, and we've had a number of things happen since then. We had almost immediately interest from prospective student athletes. Those that want to enroll in the fall of 26, those that wanted to come in the fall of 27, and even some that are ready to come in the fall of 28. It came from Illinois and other flag football hotbeds like California and Florida. I do want to thank Nicole Hager. She was our, as I call her, interim head flag football coach, communicating with these students, keeping them engaged and teed up and ready for our first head coach. And he's already started to look at the list. I do want to thank our admissions staff for their work on providing some names, especially Aaron Betcher and those folks in Chicago, where flag football is a big deal. They've identified several terrific prospects with interest in UIS, and we're grateful for that. Also, since we were here last, we hired an assistant coach. We did it kind of backwards, no question about it. But we hired Jim Klein, the chair of the Department of Counseling and Social Work. He's also the university ombudsman, and so he didn't have enough jobs. We added assistant flag football coach to his list. Jim, thank you for joining our staff. We're happy to have you on the team. He brings a zest for football from his playing days at Illinois, and his connections among high school counselors in our key recruiting area will certainly be helpful. So we're happy to have Jim join the staff. And then on Friday, January the 16th, the NCAA Division II officials approved women's flag football as an emerging sport at the NCAA convention. It's the first step on a process towards a collegiate championship. And I've been tracking in my office, and according to my records now, we have 33 Division II schools have announced plans to have the sport by the spring of 2027, which is our timeline, as we plan to recruit students for the fall of 26 and then prepare them to play in that spring season. Because football at the college level is a spring sport, and here in Illinois at the high school level, it is fall. But it takes 40 to create the sport. We already have 33 just at Division II, or even more than that at Division III, and there's a handful, I think a dozen, Division I institutions. And so we're clearly going to be over the 40 mark and be able to move forward, and in rapid time, be able to go to divisional championships as well and have flag football be a Division II championship. So we're excited about that. Another thing that's happened since last time we were here is that our baseball and softball teams have started practicing at the Shield Sports Park in their dome, bringing to life our partnership with that great community asset and landmark, which will be the home site for our games. So that partnership has been activated in the last, since we were together last. And oh yeah, we ran a search for a head coach. We did that too. You know, we had wide interest in the position from the state of Illinois, from around the country, from those flag football hotbeds. And we made the announcement, so it's no surprise who our coach is, on January 23rd that Colin would be our first head coach. But let me tell you why we selected Colin. First, we wanted someone that would grab this opportunity to be an innovator, a pioneer, and make the most of it. Someone that wanted to be here at UIS and be our first head coach in this emerging sport. So not only a first-time head coach or a head coach in a sport that we're just starting, but in a sport that's just starting as well. We need somebody that was be able to be nimble and pivot and embrace that opportunity. Because we will literally be writing the playbook and the rule book as we go along. And it was easy to see Colin had that attitude. Second, we wanted somebody that would value the culture of our program. The culture of providing a great student-athlete experience. Colin is the product of North Central football. He played there, he coached there. It is the most successful Division III program in the country. They've been in the last 6 national championships. And he understands that culture and focuses on the experience of the student-athletes and lets the success take care of itself. So culture was important as well. And third, we wanted someone with great character. And Colin brought a sparkling reputation. As I talked to the other members of his coaching staff, his head coach, others at the university, They emphasized to me that he is somebody that focuses on the important details. Like, for example, at North Central, when he was there, he was in charge of the academic achievement of the football team. And they said he could have easily delegated that to some of the other coaches to assist on that 12-person staff. But he kept that inside. He handled it. He wanted to be responsible because he knew how important academic achievement is to the student-athlete experience, so he managed it himself. And several people I talked with described him as, I love people describing this, well, described him as an A-plus person. Coaching aside, football player aside, an A-plus person. So in short, he was just the visionary we were looking for, the hardworking person, the innovative attitude, the person we want leading our program. So please welcome the first head women's flag football coach in UIS history, Colin Wood.
Thank you for the details and kind words, Mike.
Sure.
I'm honored to stand here today to represent the University of Illinois Springfield and to represent women's flag football. As the NCAA adds flag football to emerging sports for women, it creates an inclusive and competitive environment for women. I am confident that UIS is not only prepared to support this surge, but to provide an opportunity for female athletes to shine as Prairie Stars. I want to begin by thanking UIS Chancellor Janet Gooch. I look forward to supporting her vision of this university and the future athletes of this team. Thank you to the Director of Athletics, Mike Herman, for his trust in me to build this program up to the standard of his athletics department. Thank you to my family and friends, some of which are here today. My Aunt Laura, my Nana and her husband Scott, my wife's parents Marty and Rich, and my parents Lisa and Todd. Thank you for your support, for sharing in the excitement of this new journey. Lastly, thank you to Sarah, my wonderful and supportive wife, for your love, consistency, and sacrifices. It makes me proud to stand beside you. Not often does a coach have the opportunity to start a program anew, and this is not an opportunity I will take lightly. My vision is to create a successful championship standard, a program that will consist of individuals that are selfless and determined to put in the work necessary to reach the goals we set. The student athletes on this team will embody leadership, discipline, accountability, and play with relentless effort. We will cultivate culture and a strong foundation where the women will play for each other and love the sport. Together, we will handle adversity, successes, and failures as a team. We will focus on day-by-day improvement to strengthen our team. My commitment is to develop the whole student athlete, to reach their potential, and to make their individual impact so we can collectively be great. As we approach our recruiting, we will dominate recruiting the state of Illinois. We will evaluate for high character and impactful talent. Our assistant flag football coach, as already mentioned, Jim Klein, has begun this search for our first recruiting class. I'm excited to work along Coach Klein, who's also the chair of the UIS Department of Counseling and Social Work. I believe his expertise at this university will be of great value to this program. Flag football is one of the fastest growing sports, which is why we're here today. I'm thrilled to be part of this movement and to share the passion that athletes have for this sport. The NFL's support of flag football provides marketing and opportunities for athletes to pursue their goals of playing flag football collegiately. There are now over 200 IHSA teams that participate in girls flag football, and I look forward to building relationships with those coaches.
To the cookies and lemonade and get a chance to meet Coach and his family. Thanks again for coming. It's going to be a lot of fun to have a flag football team here. Go Prairie Stars.